Hey guys, Vex here and welcome back to Magecraft. Now you might know something a little bit different about my voice, that's right, I've got a new headset. Hopefully the audio is a lot cleaner and a lot clearer and there's not too much distortion. I'll have to fiddle with the settings, but I hope it's good. Now you might notice something's missing. Where's all our Thaumcraft stuff? And where's our work chest? Well, that's because it's somewhere else now. I'll show you in a minute. You might wonder what that is as well. And look, we got a doggy. I found a doggy. But yes, I'll show you. Now let's head upstairs to our steamery area. I don't have too much for steamery today for you, for flaxbeards today. I've got a whole lot prepared of something else. Now, see this right here? Watch. And kablamo. We are up in our mage tower. It's got a nice big view of the outside world, as you can see. It gets a little bit laggy looking out the window, but it's pretty big. And yeah, this is the mage tower I built. I thought you guys might like it. It's a nice big tower way up in the air. It's got all the Thaumcraft stuff. It's pretty much just for Thaumcraft stuff. Although you'll see, so our transmutation table, and this here, which is our alchemy set. Now I probably should have saved that for camera, but I wasn't. I was just fiddling around with some stuff there. Now you may notice that I've set up this little area out here. It's kind of a bit ugly coming off this thing, but I'll pretty it up and I might I don't know. I'm not sure what I'll do with it yet. But I didn't want it on the ground because then we'd have to travel every time we wanted to do something with this, which I'll show you what it is in a second. We'd have to go all the way down and come all the way back up, and I didn't really want to do that. So I'll show you what this is first, and then we'll get down. Oh, it's raining. Of course it's raining. Of course it's raining. Anyway, you see I've got a full chest of stuff here. Now what we're making is an infusion altar. We need 4 stone bricks. We need these. We need those in a second, but I'll put these down first. You basically take these. You don't have to have this pattern. This is just a nice pattern to sort of, set it up. And you do need these pedestals, but eventually when you get into the more complex stuff, you'll need like 8 or so. So you sort of manipulate them around to how you need them, and you don't have to have them symmetrical. But I think, according to the Thaumonomicon, it's a good idea to have it symmetrical because then you can. Then there's less instability, but anyway. We'll start off, I believe we put one of these here. You got to use these arcane stone bricks, which are easy to make. It's just 4 arcane stone blocks. Arcane stone blocks is cooked stone surrounded by a shard. Now, I think I probably made this a little bit too small. I'll check out the Thaumonomicon, what the example one looks like. Yeah, I've made it too small. It's a little bit tricky, but I'll fix that up later. Don't worry about it. I'll fix that up later. They can stay there for now. And then we take these arcane stone blocks, put them on top like this. These are the only important bits. The 4 stone bricks down there and these 4 stone blocks and 2 other things, actually. 2 other things. Next, we're going to make the arcane pedestal, which is one of those things out there before, but I thought I'd show you how to make it. It's just a shape like that. Put into our arcane workbench. Now, you'll need an arcane workbench to do all of these, but thankfully they're very easy to make, as you know. I went out and charged our wand up. It's pretty much full. Hopefully it's full enough for what we need to do. And you just chuck one in the middle like that. Now, if we look at the Thaumonomicon, I think the next one needs to be up in the air. You can sort of see the recipe here. Yes, it needs to be up in the air. So what we'll need is just a block of some kind. Wow, that rain is really loud. Hang on a second. I'm just going to turn that weather way, way, way down. Sorry if that was too loud for you guys. Hopefully I'll turn it down in post if it is too much. I'll just go into our chest here. Just get us some cobblestone. Actually, we might need 2 bits. So instead of cobblestone, we'll grab 2 bits of wood. And we will make this last thing. Now, see this recipe here? This is for the runic matrix. You need 4 arcane stone blocks, 4 of any shards. It doesn't have to be fire ones. It can be any shards. And we'll just clean up our inventory a little bit. And then a ender pearl in the center. Have I scanned an ender pearl yet? No, I haven't. Okay, I should scan that. I should be very careful when chucking it, because I don't want to accidentally throw it. We'll scan that up. Look at that. Alright, we'll go back to our work table. Put this in here. Fire shards around the outside. And then stone blocks in the corners. Now, hopefully we should have enough. It's 38 auto. That's one important thing. It takes a lot of auto to do this thing. So we'll get our runic matrix. Get our wood, which I chucked in here. And we'll set this up. I believe we're going to have to chuck that there. Put the runic matrix here. And then we'll just chop these down. And that should be good. I'm not sure if we've got the energy left in the wand for this, but I can try it out. If it doesn't work, then it's just because I don't have the wand charged well enough. Oh, did you hear that lightning? That was lightning. That's the first time I've actually had a thunderstorm in this game. Perfectly appropriate for when we're building our infusion altar. So we right click on the runic matrix, and... or is it on here? Nope. That's not it at all. So we don't have enough. I'll have a look. Oh, we might not have enough auto now. I'll have a look at the Thaumcraft, how much it needs. So it's probably going to need 25 of each. Yep. And our wand has everything except the auto because we just used it all up there. Now, auto is kind of difficult to come across. So I'm not sure how we're going to do that. But yeah, this is the basic setup for that. And I had a few things I wanted to make, but I hadn't really got anything set up for what we make with it. In fact, we need a lot of vice and vine stuff that we need anyway. So I just wanted to show you how to make it. Once you've got 25 of each in your wand, you can just right click and make it. So that's pretty much done. It's not actually done, but it's done. I'll try and get that ready soon. Maybe I'll do a cut somewhere and we'll show that off on camera. But next what we want to make is how to collect our vi. Now what we need to make is, I've done some of the research here. As you can see, I've done a lot of research. I've done a lot of the researches, and I've added actually in a few mods here. Thaumic Horizons. Sorry. Thaumic Tinkering. And witching gadgets. Now, I haven't looked too much in those. I haven't done too much research into those, except for the ones that only need things that don't actually need to do researches, and that one I'm missing the aspects for. Interesting. But yes, what was I talking about? Oh, the alchemy, right. I've researched into alchemy. Oh, there's another peal of thunder there in the game. I've researched into alchemy, as you can see. Whoops. Bit of lag there. And we want to make essential distillation. First thing we need to make is an alchemical furnace. Now, what we can do to make that is like this. So we take stone bricks around there, a furnace, and a crucible. And I believe I showed you how to make a crucible last time, or the time before. But anyway, we'll put these around here like this. Furnace in, put our crucible in, and you need 4.75 or 5 of, because we've got a 5% discount on those. So we'll get those and make an alchemical furnace. Now, I'm not sure where I'm going to chuck the furnace. I'll probably stick it down here. This is probably a good idea. We'll chuck it down here. Now, you might be noticing that there is a chimney. There is a very good reason for that, because the crucible, if you leave it filled up with stuff too long or do something wrong, it can emit flux, and flux can either come as a liquid form, in which case it just sort of spreads around, it's very nasty, or it can come as a gas, in which case it floats up to the ceiling. So I've made a little chimney so the flux, if there's any, can float out of there. I wish it filled itself up with the rain, but no. Ooh, more thunder. Anyway. So yes, we've got ourselves an alchemical furnace. Now you can... Oh, more thunder. Anyway, you can basically fill that up with... Where the chick, I chucked it in here, didn't I? I put some in here. Elementum. Elementum is a good thing to run these on, because it produces more, I believe. We won't probably use it yet because I don't really have a system set up. Maybe not. We'll see what I can do. So yeah, that's the first thing done there. Next thing we need to make is a alembic, arcane alembic. Now we need to make a Vi filter, which is this recipe here. Oh, it's really being laggy. Sorry about this, guys. I don't know what it is. But yeah, you take gold ingot. Another gold ingot. Wow, it's really lagging. Must be the rain. Because I was getting... Oh, here we go. It's back. It's back. And then you can make 2 Vi filter. Really cool thing is this recipe has changed since the last time I played this, since the update. It used to be a silverwood log, which was a lot more expensive. Now it's a silverwood plank, which means you can basically get 4 lots of Vi filters out of every silverwood log, which is a lot better. And you get 2 instead of 1. Now, of course, it uses gold, which is kind of expensive, but at the same time, gold is relatively easy to find. Silverwood is not. And you can always transmute things into gold, which is fairly easy. Especially with equivalent exchange 2, which we have in here, but in Thaumcraft it's relatively easily as well. It's a little bit tricky until you get some essential stuff up, otherwise you just sort of have leftovers, like with the elementum and stuff. But we've got ourselves some Vi filters, which lets us make, if I chuck it here in the recipe, that is the recipe for our arcane alembic. It's a bucket with a bunch more iron and a Vi filter and some gold. Now I'll chuck this in here. Now I'm not sure how much a center it costs. We should have plenty. It's just the thingy is expensive. The infusion altar is very expensive to make. Otherwise we'd be able to do it easily. Yeah, it's only 5 of those each. So yeah, and then we've got our arcane alembic. Now what you do is you take your arcane alembic and plop it on top of your shift click. Plop it on top of your alchemical furnace. Now I might just break that off so I can reface that front ways. Just charge up our drill. And just face it this way. Now see, it just connects there. You can have up to 5 of these actually, which I think about 2 or 3 is about the max you really need. So I'll make some more. I'll make another one later, but 2 is pretty good. 3 is about what you need for some things, for some complex things. Now what you do with this is you take, if I remember right, which chest have I got in? Not that one. This one. Here we go. You make these jars. You make watered jars like this. You have a slab surrounded by glass panes. It can be any slab. It doesn't have to be spruce wood like I've got here. It can be anything. Okay, you chuck that in. I think you can do it in a normal workbench, but obviously we've got our arcane workbench up here, which is it does. It uses 1 Vi each, 1 aqua Vi each, and we can make 3 of those here. I've already made 2, and you get yourself some watered jars. And we'll just plonk one down. See, it's empty right now. How nice is that sound? And you can sort of plonk them up wherever you want, and they hold stuff. We'll make some labels for them later. But for now, I'll plonk one down here. Oh, I love the sound these make. They're really nice sounds. Really glassy jar type things. It's really cool. But how do we get the essentia from there into there, you ask? Well, what we do is we make some essentia tubes. Now, they're made like this. You get gold nuggets, quicksilver drops, glass, and 2 bits of iron. Now, you may be wondering, how do you get quicksilver drops? Well, you get them from putting quicksilver into a crafting bench. And it's much like making nuggets. You get 9. How do you get quicksilver? That's super easy. You take, if I've got any left, I think it's in the hungry chest. You take a shimmer leaf, and you just pop it in your crafting bench, and bam, you get quicksilver. And then you pop that quicksilver, and you get quicksilver drops. I think you need quicksilver for stuff, so I'm not going to make too much quicksilver drops right now, but you get it. That's also a change. It used to be a drop. It just used to be a quicksilver, which was fairly expensive. It might have been quicksilver and a gold even, so that was super expensive. And then you got 8 out of those, but still. Now it's super inexpensive, really cheap to make, which is really good because you kind of need them. Iron's obviously easy to come by. It takes a bit of iron, but iron's relatively easy to come by, and glass is super easy. And then it's not showing up there, so I'll just exit out and come back in. Essential tubes. Now we take our essential tubes. I don't know if it can go out the side. Can it go out the side? Yes, it can. Look at that. We can just plop it out there like that. There is a whole lot to do with these tubes. Do not try and make a whole system that feeds to individual jars. It just won't work because there's a whole bunch of pressures and stuff. They originally did have it so you could do it like that and just turn the valves and change the pressures and stuff. But it was causing a lot of lag apparently. So they've sort of changed it now. So there's a lot of conflicting stuff. So you're much better off using golems to transfer the essential from this jar here, say, to your jar, your essential jar collection. But for now, we'll just do it simple. Now I'll just chuck these in here. Now, what do we want to smelt down? What are we going to need for our infusion altar? Well, what do we want to make first? It's infusion. I think what I wanted to make first was under artifice. It was our thermostatic harness. Now, this looks pretty expensive. We need Ita, Machina, Potentia, and Volatus. Wow. I wanted to get that because it's a flying harness, but that might be a little bit expensive. Let's see what else we've got. Boots of the Traveler, maybe. Nope. Brain in a Jar, no. I did want to make Axe of the Stream. So we'll just quickly do the research for this. Now this is, I've got in here already one of the new things from one of the new mods, Arcane Lenses. I was going to do them, but I'll probably do them later. Let's put our Axe of the Stream and see if we can figure this out. Now we've got Instrumentum here, so let's use Humanus because it's the most complex one next to it. Motus, which is air and auto. We'll just grab some auto and chuck it there. Aqua. What have we got that uses aqua? Victus. How about Victus? And then we'll use Sano, because why not? Yep, just takes us a few seconds. Humanus, which is either Cognitio or Bestia. Now if we use Bestia, we can connect that back to Victus, like so. And then we use the Victus to connect to Sano. Look at that. We're doing the cheaty, super cheaty way. Now we can discover Axe of the Stream. Now if we look at our discovery, we can look at our discovery. Now this is exactly what we want. We do need a diamond, however. We've only got one diamond left, I think. We do need 2 water shards, easy enough, and a thaumium axe. Okay, we need to make a thaumium axe. I wish I'd sort of saved the one we had, but I've used it all up. We need a great wood log, a diamond, 2 water shards. And it also says here, oops, instability negligible. That means it's really easy to make, but we also need 16 aqua and 8 arbor. Now that's exactly what we wanted to know. This is what we want to know because we don't have that set up, obviously. But basically, this is what we wanted to know for now. Aqua and arbor. So we want to find things that have got aqua and arbor in them so we can melt them down in our our chemical furnace. Now I believe we've got some wood. It's really lagging right now. They've got some... Oh, I haven't scanned spruce wood slabs. What? Let's scan those. Oops. There we go. I might save these slabs for when we make more things, but we've got ourselves birch wood planks. That's perfect. I wonder if sticks... Do sticks have arbor in them? Yes, they do. That might be more efficient. So we'll just make 8 sticks. That's super efficient. Take these sticks and chuck them in the furnace. Now apparently Alimentum makes them go faster, so we'll just chuck those in. You'll notice it goes in there, and because we've got this set up here, it automatically goes in there. And I think that color tells you what's in there, but as we look over it, it's got some arbor in it. And that's the reason we can see that is because of our goggles of revealing, which I showed you how to make before. So yeah. Now we've got 8 arbor. Take that off there. Now, we could probably make some labels. If I remember right, how do we make labels? It'll be in alchemy. And I think it's under water jars, yep. We can make a label with black thingy, a slime ball, and 4 paper. 4 paper might be a little bit tricky. I'm not sure how much paper I've got left. 5. I can easily make some more, but I don't want to do that in front of you guys. What we need, and you might notice these crystals down here that I've got. If I can get in the hole. Can I get in the hole? Get in the hole. There we go. You notice these crystals here? These are basically just 6 of those color crystals, of that color crystal in a crafting bench. And you can also make a multicolored one with 1 of each. I think they recharge the Essentia in your table and your wand and stuff a lot, not a lot quicker, but they recharge it quicker, which makes it easier to do stuff. Oh, there's a spider somewhere. Anyway, what we want to get... Oh, there's the spider. Doesn't matter. We need an ink sac. We need a slime ball, which we can get more of later. I think there's some recipes. We can infuse cactus with alchemy catalyst to make that. You can also distill them from foul fumes and quicklime, which is actually a really good way to do it because foul fumes are easy to make. And I'm not sure about quicklime. Oh yeah, quicklime's just wood ash, and you put it in a crafting bench. Yeah, that's super easy. Slime balls are really easy to make thanks to Witchery. And we need 4 paper, which we've got. We'll go back up to our tower. I love this. We just go whoosh. Sorry, I hope that it wasn't too loud because I was kind of like at the end there. But let's chuck this in. We need an ink sac. We need a slime ball. And then we need 4 paper. And that'll make us 4 jar labels. Now, I'm not sure if they've changed it or not, but we'll just chuck this up here. And we'll see if we can stick that label on. Yep, that's fine. That's exactly what we want. Now it'll always be that, and we can tell what's in it just by looking at it. It's got a little label on it. It's really cool. So now we've got our arbor done. I'm not sure if that's close enough to sort of pick it up from there, but basically to just pick it up and then plonk it down here somewhere, and it's easy enough. I'll fiddle with that design in a bit. But anyway, we'll just grab another jar just to chuck under there. We still need some aqua. I think probably either cactus maybe, which actually I don't have. I need to go out and find some cactus. Or maybe a bucket of water. Bucket of water might be a bit expensive. Although we've got the water shards, we might use this ethereal essence. Well, that'll only give us 2. And we'd have to use 8 water shards to get what we need. I haven't scanned silverwood planks. Look at that. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I don't think I told you how to get these to show up. Just hold shift and it'll show you if you've scanned it, that is. Gas tiers. I haven't scanned Essentia tubes either. Let's scan those. Always remember to scan everything once you get to a certain point. Okay, you can't scan Essentia tubes. Well, there you go. What we need, a clay. Actually, clay might work. Let's get some clay. Now this might need 2 jars because we're going to need... let's get this out of the way. Because we will need 1 for the aqua and one for the what's the name? The terra. Actually, let's make another arcane alembic, which should be easy enough. I think I've got all the resources for that. It's what was the recipe again? Look at me. Forgetting what I'm doing. That's right, it's a bucket, 5 iron ingots, a gold ingot, and a Vi filter, which we've got another Vi filter. So we just need the ingots, which are downstairs. If I can, it's really laggy while recording, so it's hard to get downstairs. But while I'm not recording, it's really easy to actually get down. You just hold shift. I've got, see, I made a bunch of iron. I sorted out a whole bunch. We need 8. Oops, 9. We only need 8. So I only grab 8. And then we'll grab 1 gold ingot. And this should be simple enough. We'll just go back upstairs. I've got plenty of clay, so this is just the clay I brought up here. It's not even all of it, so you don't have to worry about me running out of clay. So what we'll do is we'll make a bucket. Just like so. Take our bucket. Fill this stuff up. Put this in. Put the Vi filter in, and we'll make another arcane alembic. And we'll just stick that right on top. Just be very careful. Yep, right on top like that. How cool! Oh, that's new. That little bit over there, that's new. So let's. I'll grab another Ascension tube. Wrong chest. Wrong chest. I really need to sort out these chests, but I only sort of move them all up here in just a few minutes, like before I started recording. So we might see if that's good enough. Wait, we had 8, didn't we? Did I just grab 1? I'm silly. I am very silly. And do we have that jar on us, or I haven't put it down? No, I haven't brought it down yet. We'll see if this works. Everyone knows that. I mean, it's a little bit dangerous putting them up there because of the glass, and it might fall on that side. But that's easy because it just sort of pulls in from the outside. You don't have to worry about it too much. It's only if it actually falls down. Do you have a problem? And I tested it out, and it didn't fall down once. So we'll just chuck that down. We'll see if this works. So we'll chuck in 1 bit of clay. Actually, we'll just chuck it all in. Or half of it. You can see there's sort of clashing. So if I take that away, that won't have any suction. And then that should... yeah, that should fill that up. So, what we'll do instead... I think I'm going to have a pickaxe to get these safely. So charge up the drill. Yep. Okay, I'll put this up here. We can make a wrench and stuff, but I'll just kind of chuck it on the window like this. This should work. Maybe not. Yeah, see, that's got that in there. So we'll just get rid of this for now. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky to do these. I might do it on the other side. If we can do it the other side. Charge up the drill. We'll put them on the other side. Put this on the other side, and then it should be able to charge for that. There we go. Look at that. That's a lot. You can make some really complicated, nice systems, and they work and stuff. It's just I haven't obviously done that right now. So we've got that filled with aqua, that filled with terra, and we needed 16, didn't we? So I need to put in more clay. So we'll just chuck that in, fill these up. That should be easy enough. It'll only take a little bit. That's the only problem there when they swap around like that. Basically, it's take the jar, chuck that jar there, and the other jar up there. That's the only problem with the system as it is now. There's ways to get around it. You sort of make directional filters and all kinds of advanced things. But for now, that'll work. And now we've got 28. Oh, good. That was just lag. Ooh, it might be dangerous to fall in there, but thankfully it's empty, so nothing's going to get chucked in there for good. So now we've got ourselves some aqua and some terra, which is really good. Now, we'll be able to use that next episode to make an axe of the stream. And I think that's all I've got for you today. So yeah, I'll just chuck this research back in the table. But we got plenty of Thaumcraft done, didn't we? And hopefully, next episode I'll have enough energy in the wand, enough V in the wand to set up that infusion altar, and we'll see what else we can do. Yeah, it's really empty right now. But yeah, I'll show you. I set this up to sort of make some more gunpowder. I was trying to get some extra gunpowder, and then I realized, oh, I can just use the transmutation table to make it. I really need to sort of fill this up and make some collectors and stuff. But the energy collectors take a block of diamonds, which I don't think I have enough gold yet for that. Because obviously I can transmute gold into diamonds, but it's kind of expensive for gold to 1 diamond. And then if you want to make gold, you've got to use like let's see, let's have a look at the gold. I think it's like 7 or 8 iron, so we'll have a look at that anyway. The gold ingot recipe. So shapeless crafting, yeah, it costs 8 iron ingots for 1 gold ingot, which is kind of expensive. Sorry, it's kind of expensive. But you can make these native gold clusters, which you can make an infernal blast. So actually, that's neat. That hasn't been there before. This thing, but that's just for that one. So, or maybe you can make gold out of that. But yeah, it's a bit expensive. So making even that's the Mark 1 energy collector, let alone the Mark 3, is extremely expensive, which is actually really good because equivalent exchange on the higher end stuff can be really, really overpowered. But fortunately, since it is so expensive to get started, you need a whole bunch of diamonds and stuff. It's not very easy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like, subscribe, and comment below if you did. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Vex out.